I have another great story for you guys today, and as always, I will be showing you a clip of this because I always show you proof of what I say no matter what. Olden Polynice, a 15-year NBA veteran that has played with the likes of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. He also played against Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and was still in the NBA when LeBron James was drafted in 2003. He played in 1,058 NBA games overall, and it was on the Byron Scott podcast recently. He was asked to choose between the three of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James, which he did, and he explained his choice. Now, not everyone might agree with it, but it's his opinion, and that's that. That's where we ended. Then he himself asked, what is LeBron James still playing for? And someone told him to get his fifth ring. And then Polynice exploded emphatically, saying that there is no way that that is going to happen. He literally said that no matter what the Los Angeles Lakers do in the offseason, there's no way LeBron James gets his fifth ring unless he buys one. He literally directly said that. Now that is a strong statement, as the Lakers are always going to market this upcoming season as another title run and so on. We saw the Lakers in the last playoffs and see the OKC Thunder steamroll through everybody. Winning a fifth ring for LeBron, being over 40 and passive on some plays, and just not the same guy anymore will be very high task, while trying to eliminate a hungry OKC team that is not going anywhere and will only get better, and that's just one opponent. There will be other teams to beat. Now let me show you the clip of this exchange between Byron Scott and Olden Polynice so you can see and hear it for yourselves. But first, welcome. My name is Paul, and this is The Basketball Show, where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is always hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stand by that. Now, if you'd like, you can support this channel by becoming a member or sending a super chat. Watching and commenting is already enough, and I'm super happy with that. But if you want to show some extra appreciation, those options are available. Now let's go and look at the clip.
Wow.
You just mentioned LeBron James. You're one of the few players that has played against Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron.
Yep.
Talk about that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean,
Who's
shoot.
the best out of the three?
Well, I got to go back. You got to remember now, I played against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Captain and Magic.
And Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And Charles Barkley. There's a whole bunch of dudes now. So I know we get stuck on three, but there's a lot of greatness out there. But between those three, man, I'll tell you this. Jordan's number one, in my opinion. Kobe comes second, only because he patterned so much of his game after Jordan. Mm-hmm. And LeBron is third, but it's like I can go any one of them number one and be correct. And so that's how I look at it. So, and it's always these little things for me that makes a difference. Jordan was a killer. He knows.
Byron had to guard him.
Yeah, I did. He's a killer. The other night, during the NBA playoffs, I saw Shea Gildas score 14 points. I'm like, ain't no way in hell Michael Jordan's gonna be held for 14 points.
Not in the playoffs.
No.
Not in the playoffs.
Not in the
Ain't no
playoffs.
way in hell.
No.
So that's
No way Kobe gonna be held to 14
No way
points
Kobe's gonna be held
in
to
the playoffs.
14.
No
So that's
way.
why I'm giving those guys the edge over LeBron. But at the same time, like I said, the longevity aspect, I think it's getting a little bit too much now, because I'm like, dude, what else you want to do?
Yeah.
It's time for you to start thinking about retiring, because this is like, he ain't getting no fifth ring unless he buys one.
He ain't getting it. Well, they're gonna have to.
He ain't getting no fifth ring unless he buys one.
They're gonna have to make a major change, or they're gonna have to do some major work this summer.
It
them have a
it ain't
chance
happening.
of
It ain't
winning the
happening.
fifth one.
It's not happening.
Now that you heard his choices with the three players mentioned, and also heard him saying that there's no way LeBron James gets a fifth ring, let's kind of break it down a little bit. To Olden, the three of Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron are interchangeable, it looks like, at first. But then he made a statement saying that just thinking about someone scoring 14 points in the last playoffs and remembering that LeBron James had like 8 points in the playoffs in a game and averaged like 17 for the finals, that view doesn't make sense anymore. He said himself that Michael Jordan would never allow himself to be held down to scoring 14 points, especially in a playoff game, or 8 like LeBron James did. Now, Byron Scott confirmed that and agreed with that statement, as he actually defended Michael Jordan, so he knows. Then he also made the statement about LeBron never winning his 5th ring anymore, and that in his opinion he should retire by now. At least he suggested that. Now, I have to agree with him that the NBA has changed a lot. It's not the super team-led league anymore. The best teams now have very deep benches, are all great shooters, those players on those teams, and they play great defense. And I don't think LeBron can play the style of OKC nowadays, or even Indiana, fast, run, and gun. He just won't be able to keep up like that for a full game, and that will make him a liability. And you can't win a title while having one of your top players being a liability during the playoffs and staying on the court. Now, LeBron doesn't play for NBA titles anymore. At least I don't think so. Yes, it would be nice for him to win another title, and he'd like that probably, but he's padding his stats right now. So they become more and more out of reach, at least for as long as he can probably make it. He's also planning to be the first to have both of his sons on his team as well, with Bronny and Bryce, which he will likely try to have Lakers draft for next season. And I agree with Polynice that LeBron's title window, in my opinion, has closed. And even though he has Luka and the Lakers might improve the roster this offseason, there's no way they can improve it enough to compete with the best teams like OKC or top teams generally today. I mean, they looked bad now against the Wolves, and the Wolves got destroyed by OKC that is going to be even better next season. So please, let me know what you guys think. Do you agree on Olden's pick on the 3 players? Do you think James can win another title? Let me know in the comments. Like and share the video as well so we can grow this channel as it's coming closer and closer to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.